Welcome. I bid you welcome. This is Johnny Metal, John Clauser, the Metal Dad, coming to you from my music corner of the world. Welcome to day 3 of ApologetiX April. Today, we're going to be looking at, on this particular episode, we're going to be taking a look at two and maybe, just two. We're just going to look at two today. First one is going to be Biblical Graffiti. That one's going to be the first one we're going to talk about today. This was released in December of 1999. Your lineup for this is, of course, still Jay Jackson on vocals and lyrics. You got Carl Messner on guitar and production, Keith Haney on bass, and on drums on this one you had Fred Bihana. And on guest drums for a couple of tracks, you have Bermuda Schwartz from Weird Al Yankovic's band. He plays on a few tracks on this album, and as well as Bill Hubauer on keyboards. So, Biblical Graffiti, December 1999. What all do they cover with this one? So, this one, they cover they parody the Bare Naked Ladies, the Beatles again, the Police, Bryan Adams, let's see, Marcy Playground, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Rolling Stones, Dire Straits, Del Shannon, excuse me, Creedence Clearwater Revival, the Hollies, Pink Floyd, Fastball, Elvis Presley, Matchbox 20, Queen, Led Zeppelin, ZZ Top, Johnny Rivers, the Monkees, let's see, Smash Mouth, Garth Brooks, and Metallica. So we get a whole mix of, again, we have about, we got 22 tracks again. So again, a very full CD of just all kinds of different styles here. Now, if you look at, if you know some of the history, or if you've been able to research some of the history on apologetics, one thing that you will discover is apologetics, when they came up with the Biblical Graffiti title, it was just kind of a cool thought when you think about it. It comes from the passage of Daniel 5, when the hand suddenly appears and starts writing a prophecy on the wall to the king, and of course the king gets very scared about what it translates to. So if you look, obviously, yes, you basically have the wall, as one of your main looks, but and the Biblical Graffiti in kind of the Pink Floyd The Wall style, I guess. But definitely looking at, it was just a really cool title, and and the story, of course, that also falls with it was how Jay would write biblical verses under some of the nasty graffiti he'd see in the school playground and the school stalls and different things like that. So that was kind of another little thing. But anyway, again, you're seeing the band coming together stronger, and with the blessing of Weird Al Yankovic and the use of Bermuda Schwartz, you really are honing in on being able to really tighten up that sound and make it like you're really doing a great job of the cover. So that's Biblical Graffiti. The next album that they in their catalog is this one called Spoofernatural. 19 biblical parodies of rock hits. So again, 19 tracks and a lot of different styles here. They tackle Wild Cherry, Bon Jovi, Smash Mouth again, Oak Ridge Boys, Robert Palmer, Rob Thomas, and Santana, Los Lobos or Richie Valens, or both, depending on how you look at it. What they do, La Bible, They do Backstreet Boys, Beach Boys / David Lee Roth, because they do a parody of California Girls. They do Kid Rock, Poison, uh, let's see, Ricky Martin, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Tommy James and the Shondells, and or Billy Idol, because they do a parody of Moni Moni. Let's see, Def Leppard. They do Pearl Jam. They do a parody of Last Kiss on this one. They do Great White, Stray Cats, and they end the album off with a parody of 867-5309 from Tommy Two Tone. So here again, they're looking at different, mostly in the 80s, but a little bit of 50s, a little bit of 60s, 70s, a little bit of everything. The whole idea of spoofernatural. Again, this is kind of in the description of the CD itself, basically saying how God uses supernatural things to get the attention of an unbelieving world. And what ApologetiX uses is they do spoofs in attempts to doing the same kind of thing. So it's their prayer and their hope that the spoofs or the parodies that they do on this particular CD and all of their CDs really, that they are taking an unbelieving world and they're showing them something a little different about it, and hopefully it'll lean them towards faith in Jesus, faith in God, and let the supernatural work of God take over from there. So that is the basis kind of for spoofernatural. So again, today's episode, we looked at biblical graffiti as well as spoofernatural. So there you go. So those are those two. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm just kind of doing this because I love this band. I've been following them for about 20 plus years. And so it's my kind of just my thing as a fan to say, I just want to share this with you all. And I hope you're enjoying this. So with that said, I am John Clauser, the Metal Dad, Johnny Metal, coming to you from my music corner, and we will see you soon.